most popular. Beep 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 beep. And over here we got a tiny trail line. It's also for kids. So like a tiny locomotive goes on there with maybe I can show it on the other side. I need to go around this tiny bit. I'm gonna make a right over here. And then over here. I just assume the train is coming. Ding 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 ding. They got a nice bridge. Where the train can go over. So it's pretty fun for the kids. And then over here the trail line is continuing. And this is of course the boarding station. For the train. They used to have that in the 80s and early 90s, but then they removed it. And now it's back for like a few years already. No, I'm going this way. Temperature is slowly dropping to the point where I don't really like the temperature. I didn't bring my bicycle jacket with me. It's only t-shirts and shorts and bicycle gloves. When the sun hits me, then it's still nice. Tomorrow it's also going to be this weather. Maybe a bit warmer even. I really found it amusing that I had my first IRL interaction with another content creator today. We were producing an informative film. Brother and sister water fight. I was slowing down because I don't have the camera port covered with the lid. I'm charging now. That's also a thing. I really would like to have the DJI Action 6 because it's better with lightning. But at the same time, that thing is like $400. And I got the 4 right now and that was only $150. That's still a price range that I'm comfortable will be with to mount on my bike. I see the DJI 5 sometimes on sale, but it's still a lot of money. Last month I took off the lid for the charging port. I put it in my pocket And then I put after the stream, I put my jeans in the washing machine. And I had been looking for the charging lid for like 2.5 weeks. And eventually I found it in the washing machine. Lucky I found it because I was looking on Amazon for replacement parts, and the replacement charging port lid, which isn't even the official one from DJI, just a random off-brand, was $54. The camera is $150. I was like, hold on a minute. So now I'm really careful with taking off the charging lid and where I put it. Let me show how the thing even looks. Beep beep. So this is the thing, and then it has a rubber on the inside with a pad that you can move, and then it closes off the whole thing. So it's not even a insane yeah, it's not even an insane piece. That should be highly expensive. It's a basic part of plastic and a rubber pad. But lucky I found the one that came included with my camera in the washing machine. So I don't need to spend money on something ridiculous like that. The microphone I'm using costed $50, and that comes in a pair of 2 microphones. Hey, they put the water back on. Yay. So my camera is at 90%. So I can stop charging and put the lid back on. Let me see this cable, if that power bank is okay. That damn, I lost my voice. That battery bank has still juice, so I can charge my phone. This section used to be the hood. Not in American terms hood, but in the Dutch way. A connection went to 250 kilobytes and it's now back at 3000. And I would need to say my stream went almost as smooth as yesterday. And what I mean by that is the only difference from yesterday is my SIM card. That provider yesterday had a better experience on the network than today. But that's out of my control. And then I had one issue in the city center that the camera feed was not arriving on my phone, and I don't know why. But other than that, it was really smooth. So I don't even feel worth it to look into it or investigate why my camera feed was not arriving. Because there was the one thing. And there are always gonna be some funky stuff with when you have a setup that's completely wireless, 2 phones wireless, a travel router wireless, and a camera wireless. You're gonna have some funky stuff. And for the streams where wireless is completely not feasible, I always have the option to plug in a USB cable in my camera and stream by USB cable to my phone, and then send it wireless over 5G or 4G. But that's only for days that there is no other solution, because there are like 10 or 20,000 people around me. And that's also the days that I'm forced to have 2 SIM cards active. The best would even be from two providers. Could even do three. That's a whole other level of setup. And you need a Ethernet to USB. Oh. Yep, okay, the camera back. Yep. Yeah, there was some funky stuff. What I was saying, I could even do 3 SIM cards, but that's a complete different setup than I have now. Then I need to have one phone USB to Ethernet, and that goes into the travel router, and then I need to do some funky stuff on the other 2 phones. You're then also messing around with 3 phones, so yeah. But if I'm already able to pull the stream what I'm doing right now with 1 SIM card, 3 SIM cards is not necessary. Maybe for other countries where the Wi-Fi or the 5G, 4G isn't that powerful. So over here there used to be a roundabout, and now they removed the roundabout because it would be safer. But I feel so unsafe right now to just cross this road. The roundabout was way better. And I actually mean it, that I feel they're unsafe. I wasn't being sarcastic. Because it was really not busy, but on other moments it's a real busy road. High throughput. So for bikes, it's really not a nice road to cross. I touched my back brake over there a bit too much. And this looks like a busy road, but it isn't. And it's also low speed. But it's wider because it's a school is over there. I don't know how the camera is doing with the sun, but my own eyes are having real trouble. And I got sunglasses on, and the camera doesn't have sunglasses on. I'm planning to buy sunglasses for the camera though, like ND filters it's called. I did look for them, DJI Action 4 and these filters, but there are so many different types and variations and prices, some at $10, while others even go up to $80. So that is already confusing. You know, which one should I get? And there's a difference that some come in like separate lenses that you can put on the camera, while others are just single lens, and then you can rotate the lens to get the right color temperature. I think it's the right way to describe it. But yeah, when I have figured out which ND filter I should get without overpaying or paying too little and then have still a product that's not to my liking, then I will make the purchase. And then the sun should be more pleasant in particular moments of the day, like sunrise, sunset. And also at lakes, then you can point the camera to the lake and then you see the fish in the water instead of just having the reflection on the water. So that's all pretty cool and stuff that I want to add to my setup. But ideally I would stay within the 20-25 buck range. I don't want to go to the 40 buck range. And I'm saying buck, but basically I'm meaning euro dollar at the same price range. So if I say $40, it's 40 euro. I know in real world it doesn't translate to that, but for the sake of having the conversation, it does. And I believe it's only like 3 buck difference between dollar and euro. It's like real close. And even then, if you're really gonna debate about that, both our economies are down the drain anyway. So what is the discussion? Who's bending over the most? Let me see, almost 8. Nice. How long have I been online? Nice. Almost 5 hours. Let's go to the castle. Maybe there are still some duckies and geese. Maybe we can say hi to. And then I'm going offline. was another amazing day on stream. Yippee! Feels really awesome to be able to say that my stream is now working the way I had been planning this, I think, for months. It's finally paying off all the effort that I put into it. Wee. Woo. So right now I have it front in the second gear and back gear number 8. So I still have one gear left in the back. But even then, every gear on the back has its default gear. I don't know how to explain that. You got your muscle in the leg, and when you have the gear, you have the default state when you feel, this is comfortable. But you can also put the mode on that you actually use the muscles. So basically every back gear has 2 settings, default and full. I don't even know if I explain it the right way. Basically the relaxed state and full push mode, and that's for every gear in the back. The gear in the front works a bit different because it's in the front. Whee! And we drive on the wrong side of the road and go back on on the walk path. Maybe it's better to go on the other side of the road. Now I'm walking. We grab the gamer feet. That's a castle. That's our end of the stream. I had an amazing stream, and everyone, thanks for lurking, being active in chat, interacting with the VOD later on, and I hope you all had a nice day or gonna have a nice day. At least I had an amazing day. Tomorrow I will be back online, and my goal is to bike to different towns than we already have been to. I've been there many times, but not with the stream. Tomorrow is also going to be a nice, warm and sunny day. And maybe we can go in the near future, go to the castle, have a visit. I did work there, so I should have just free entry. How late I'm gonna be online tomorrow? Let's think. Today I was really late at 3. I'm gonna aim between 1 and 2 European time. That's the aim, but I also don't like to lock myself in a time slot. But yeah, that was it for me. I hope you all have a nice day, and see you all next time. Bye.